Gnome?
Who's there?
Gnome?
Stop. Stop.
Gnome!
Pax. They know where I am. They're coming for me. They found me. They found me. I know they did.
Okay, there's a squid trying to grab the echo. What's it doing?
What's happening?
Stay still. I'll get rid of it.
We're being infiltrated by But there's surveillance. Invading our privacy is eroding our rights.
The whispers should be gone. It was just an echo. It was infecting your mind.
They are. The voices. They're gone. Thank you. It felt so real, Pax. I believed them. They told me they were coming.
Who? Who's coming for you?
I guess we should talk. Probably should have done that a long time ago. This is embarrassing. I haven't been completely honest with you about why I left Pacifica. Or, you know, one of the reasons I wanted...
You lied to me?
A live mission, perhaps. Yeah, but you didn't let me finish explaining myself.
You said you were coming with because of me and Sai. You said there was no point in staying without us. If that's not true, how is that not a lie? And I'm not sure I want to hear your excuses.
That was just the preamble, Pax. You could have at least heard me out before... Never mind. Fuck this, and fuck you. I'm not in the mood for a talk right now.
Theo?
Who's there?
Theo?
Hello? Pax, is that you?
What are you doing up so late?
I couldn't sleep. I think I'm having a crisis of faith, Pax. Ever since you mentioned the cargo again. Time and again, we've been caught unaware by a lack of information. We didn't know about the robot's past, and it hijacked the bus. Eli and Z weren't informed about our cover story, which could have been disastrous at the diner. What if we find ourselves in a situation where knowing what we're transporting could save our lives? It's hard to keep going on just blind faith in the mission when we know nothing about what's on that data key.
So let's plug it into Lottie's computer and take a look.
I mean, we could. It's Purity hardware. We won't get another chance like this. But we can't betray Nova Scotia's trust. Not after everything they've done for me. Not if it puts our mission in jeopardy.
Time's running out. While we sit here arguing, time is slipping away. This is our one chance, Theo.
Dios mío, Pax, I know that. Stressing me out won't make this any easier.
They will betray you. Nova Scotia's just using you until you've played your part, and then they'll throw you under the bus. Don't you want to have some leverage when they do?
Maybe they will. They might. But I'm not a vengeful person, Pax. Breaking their trust won't prevent them from betraying me.
Stop being weak. You want to just cower here because you're scared of pissing off your boss? You want to let some weird shadow corporation dictate your actions? Or do you want to take a stand and find out what you're risking your life over?
I'm not scared. You're right. There's no point wasting the night with a crisis of faith, when we can do something about it. Let's go, Pax. Let's do this. The door to the security office is locked with her voice. But the thing is, her voice is portable. If we can get a hold of her voice box... I'm going to hell for this.
We're being
Any idea about how to get a hold of Lottie's voice box?
This part is all you, Pax. I can't do it. Jesus is watching. Maybe check if the door is open first.
Close your eyes and think of England. Okay, little buddy, just chill. It's me, Pax. Remember? Hey, you hungry? We might be able to work something out. I bring you snacks, you bring me something that belongs to your human mom. You like peanuts, little guy? This is yours if you help me. I need your mom's voice box. Got it? Voice box. You know, the thing she speaks through. Go get me the voice box. The voice box. Stupid trash panda. No, that's not it. The voice box.
That worked? The animal understood you.
I don't know what Gnome did, but they did something right. Good boy. Easy as stealing a voice box from a crazy lady living alone in a mall with a pet raccoon.
Please, don't. We've done a terrible thing. Let's just go to the security room and get this over with. We need to return her voice box as soon as we're done. Just speak through the voice box.
You. Open door.
Nice impression. Now, let's get this over with. Plug it into that slot.
It's asking for a password.
Try decorruption initiative, lowercase with a hyphen.
That worked. How did
I
you...
worked in purity for 10 years, Pax. Click that folder.
What are we looking at here, Theo?
Data. I mean, more like a database. It's a massive archive. Try that folder.
More cryptic names. Wait, some of this looks familiar.
What are you two doing in there?
Unplug it now. Hey, CT. I mean, Viola. Still getting used to the new name.
Hello. That's okay, so am I. What are you doing here so late at night? In Lottie's office? Where's Lottie? Is she up?
We were just, doing some research for tomorrow, in case we have time to see the sights before our gig.
You could have simply asked me. I have a large database of roadside attractions.
We didn't want to wake you.
But I don't sleep.
Look at the time. What do you say we all go to bed? Rest up before our big day tomorrow.
If you like. I apologize for intruding. I was just wondering why you were...
Not at all. It was great seeing you, but we're going back to bed now. Pax?
A job? What kind of job?
Well, we've done as much as we can with the equipment I have, but my employers, they have a proposition. They want you to come to Nova Scotia to continue the work.
Oh, easy. I'll just jump on the first flight and wait, there are no flights, or trains, or even buses.
Right. So they've asked me to put you in touch with someone.
And this someone has a job for me. Doing what exactly?
Bringing something to Nova Scotia. Don't ask me what it is, because I don't know. But Theo's a good man. You can trust him.
So, if I do this job, I get to leave Pacifica and go to Nova Scotia? What happens when I get there?
You get paid. And you'll have a choice. Stay and help with the research, or go. Like, anywhere you want.
Sounds too good to be true. What's the job?
Aside from what I just told you, I really have no idea. If you accept, Theo will brief you. There's one more thing.
Of course there is.
They're looking for more anomals to expand the research. Now, I haven't told them about, your friends. If you need to bring someone else on board, they'll arrange for that and pay accordingly.
And if I say no?
We part ways, and maybe we don't see each other again for a while. They're sending me elsewhere. To dig deeper into the origins of the proto-language, there are some interesting cave drawings I want to take a look at it. Sorry, I know this isn't exactly your field of interest. And I know you probably need to get out of here.
Tell me more about your research.
Really? Well, we've been over this already, but I've spoken about how the proto-language contains the building blocks for all language, including your Vox. But there's so much we don't know. Like, that's why we must continue the work, hopefully with more anomals and all the resources available to us in Nova Scotia. I'll be pursuing parallel research into where and when the proto-language originated. We know it emerged independently in different parts of the world over 50,000 years ago. And we've studied cave drawings, runic languages. I believe we're getting close. Language is the foundation for human consciousness. It's how we make sense of the world around us and how we shape it. It's incredibly powerful. And the way anomals are able to use language to change human perception, we've only barely scratched the surface there. Maybe, through all of this, we can figure out how the broadcast triggered your vocals, and perhaps find a way to use this to help anomals and make a better world.
Any new theories about the noise?
The noise?
The broadcast, sorry. Force of habit.
We know the infodemic spread viral disinformation through a wide-spectrum signal broadcast from inside the Republic. I mean, that's the one thing everyone agrees on. And we know the broadcast hit people in different ways. The closer you were to the epicenter, the harder you were hit. It induced paranoia, fear, anger, violence. It triggered a massive mental health crisis, turned neighbor against neighbor. It divided America, and it created you, anomals. In a tiny percentage of those exposed, and we have no idea why you specifically, it induced a sort of phonological, morphological, and syntactic metamorphosis. It basically gave you direct and subconscious access to the proto-language in its original form, the language of creation. But, of course, that was 30 years ago, and there's been no new broadcast, no new anomals since the original infodemic. If we can figure out how it happened, then maybe it's all part of our research into the proto-language, and it's fascinating. I'll miss having you in the lab, but perhaps later tonight.
What do your employers want with this knowledge?
We are still trying to figure out how to help people. If the broadcast used the proto-language to package and transmit negative memes and disinformation, perhaps there's a way to do the opposite. I'm not saying a second broadcast necessarily, but use language to improve lives, transmit facts, truths, positive memes, counteract the original sin, so to speak. Language can be dangerous, as you well know, but in the right hands, if we can use their tools against our oppressors, liberate humanity from the shackles of autocracy, we're idealists, Pax. We want language to be free, not controlled by any single government or entity. But, truth be told, I'm mostly in this for the science.
How does the meme figure into all of this?
Well, from what you've told me, it's truly one-of-a-kind technology that can translate and rewrite echoes of the proto-language. Well, this could provide us with a whole new perspective of how the proto-language works. I figure this must be something used in the original research and development of the tech used to trigger the infodemic broadcast. It's invaluable, but of great value to you, if you can get your hands on it. Of course, if you take the job, it'll get you back into the Republic. And I'm sure Theo can be persuaded to take a detour into Oregon to get the meme. You'd both benefit financially from it, and we would benefit scientifically.
I really should get going.
Did you want to maybe later?
I'm meeting a friend for dinner, but after, sure. Your place?
Yeah. Look, about what I said the other night about maybe seeing if we can, figure out if there's something here, something more permanent in our...
Oh no, not again.
If we're going to concentrate the building blocks of modern linguistics and the entirety of human knowledge into a centralized hub, we have to call it something.
We can do that once we know how to use it. For all we know, it won't even work.
Oh, live a little.
We are Axio, the absolute truth.
off me. Go do whatever it is raccoons do at night and leave me... What's wrong? What's that light?
Holy motherfucking shit!
Public? That's not possible. How did they track us down?
These guys were looking for you?
The fuck? Pax?
This is not the time, Z. We have bigger problems.
We want to speak with the individual representing this group of unlawful divergence.
Theo?
I have something that might help us, but I need a minute. Keep them distracted.
You have something that belongs to us. Please hand it over, or we will be forced to take it from you. Overseer. Yes, Overseer. She wants to talk to you.
Good morning, everyone. I wanted a chance to chat with you before things escalate. What did you call me?
Techno Pope, Overseer.
My title is Overseer. I'm not a pope. I'm a greatest technology under my purview.
Overseer? The connection is poor.
Achievements unlike anything you retrieved by force if necessary.
I think we lost her. My apologies. I'll just relay the information myself. What the Overseer
We're giving you a chance to just hand over...
Sorry, Overseer? You go ahead. Oh, sorry.
What was that about the greatest technology?
Stop this nonsense! You absolute imbeciles are lucky we're offering you a chance. By all rights, you should be expunged.
We're not in Pacifica. You have no power here. We're not giving you anything.
That's disappointing. Fine. Adjunct? Use force.
Gotta say, I wasn't expecting to be fighting these guys. Surprise!
You guys have so much explaining to do. I swear they were easier to fight last time. Don't try to defeat them with pure force.
What's wrong with pure force? In my experience, it works wonders in a fight.
Hello, loser. You're susceptible to the molecular, much less so yourselves. It doesn't bode well for my skills or yours. I love when you talk nerd to us. Yeah, sure, mock me. You know what? But we're gonna be dead any minute. Barely making a dent in these guys.
This is not working.
Where's Theo? Didn't he say he had a plan?
I'm sure he'll come through. Just keep fighting.
We can't keep this up forever. Man, you better hurry.
Packs! Cover your ears!
What?
Just do it!
Looks like Theo really came through after all.
An EMP. You should have known this was sort of one of the methods.
Oh, now you decide to talk. Oh, you really think Alan?
Progress. Innovation.
Do you really believe that?
Surrender, and I'll answer your question.
We don't do well with ultimate.
You surrender. That upper hand you had is fading fast.
I would never surrender to the likes of you.
The likes of us are gonna fuck you up.
You're welcome to try.
You're going to regret saying that in a minute.
You think with all this sci-fi stuff, they'd have more fun with it.
They're called the Puritans. The name is fucking fun.
We're on a divine mission to cleanse the world of infectious and corrosive language material.
You're dying.
We're on a divine mission.
You're...
We're on a divine mission to cleanse the world of infectious and corrosive language materials. That's cheating. You're using our technologies against us.
Preparation is half the battle, bitches!
Well, you just played your one card, and we brought more resources.
Adjunct. I've been informed that local law enforcement is approaching. You need to leave now. We can't afford to be exposed.
This is our chance. We need to go.
We found you once. We'll find you again.
We will use deadly force if necessary.
Out the back, kids, and hurry. The Mormon Guard are here. I called in a favor. They'll leave us an opening to get to the bus, but we don't have much time.
Come out with your hands.
Viola, get us out of here.
You got it.
We will use deadly force if necessary.
I'd say it's been a pleasure, but you're the reason I'm going into hiding.
We're sorry about the library. We had no intention.
It's fine. It was time to retire and call in one last favor with the Guard. They were going to run me out of there sooner or later. I know Wasatch County like I know Mr. President's bushy behind. We'll find our way. We have a safe place to go where we can spend our twilight years watching our stories. And Mr. President needs to catch up on his beauty sleep. He's had enough excitement for a lifetime. I've honestly had enough of these grand plans to liberate humanity. I'm old enough to realize that replacing one authoritarian voice with another does no one any good.
Theo's right. We owe you our lives.
You can thank the Mormon Guard for that, and the strapping young officer who owed me a favor for taking care of him and his siblings when their fortunes took a bad turn. You folks be safe and don't worry about us. The Weave will take good care of both me and my furry boy. Bon voyage.
You never thought to mention the Puritans were after you. And you made all that fucking fuss about a cover story?
We didn't think they'd follow us into the Republic.
Oh, you figured the Puritans would just forget about the heist.
A heist? You stole something from the Puritans? What did you steal from them?
And how did they track us down?
You guys are so much cooler than I thought.
This is on us. I mean, maybe. Last night, we broke into the mall security room to see if we could access this.
We did it because I thought maybe the package was we wanted
the
to look at
cargo. This data key, we plugged it into the computer in Lottie's office.
Whoa. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You put that thing into a Puritan computer, connected to the Pacifica network, and you thought that would be fine. You absolute fucking nincompoops.
I'm really sorry.
Yikes.
She's right. It was stupid. But we wanted to understand what we've gotten ourselves into.
What is that?
The thing we stole, it's...
Classified. Data. Need to know only. It's what Nova Scotia's paying us.
Oh, so now it's top secret again. Okay. What, you're the only ones who get to ask questions? Unbelievable. I can't... I'm sorry, am I the only one who sees the problem here? You know, that you guys lied to us and put our lives at risk? You know what? Whatever. I need to make a call. I need to make sure my family's okay.
Is she mad at us? Feels like she's mad at us.
I just want to say, you guys are awesome. You're fighters, revolutionaries, fugitives, and thieves.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry for dragging you into this, Eli. It's not exactly what you signed up for.
Don't be sorry. If anything, this has convinced me to stick around for the long haul. Meeting Lottie and learning what she stands for, the Weave, Nova Scotia, seeing the different sides and realizing we're on the right one. This just makes me excited to actually meet the people behind all this. Until then, I'll settle for cheering you guys on at your show tonight. I love a live performance. So what was Purity like? I don't know anything about those guys.
I gave this to you, girl. Remember?
Huh.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
I can't even pretend not to be wounded. Keep the comic, or give it to someone else if you insist on getting rid of it.
Okay, so what was Purity?
I found this back in Nevada. I wasn't sure if that was the right time to talk about street art.
It's always the right time to talk street art, girl. Looks like a semi-gloss finish. Some of the guys I used to hang out with swore by matte paints, but I think they were just pretentious. Like, if we're doing graffiti, it may as well shine, right? Anyway, I'm gonna be tagging up all our campsites from now on.
As I was saying. So what was...
Got a minute?
What's wrong?
Nothing. I just figured you could use some TLC.
I get why you did what you did. We're carrying something we don't know much about. It was smart to take advantage of the situation. Even though it ended up in a total fucking shit show. Win some, lose some. Am I right? I hope Theo's right about this being the last we see of those zealots, now they've been spotted in the Republic. I'm guessing Justice is not too happy about that.
So anyway, so what was Purity like? I don't know anything about those guys. Only the stories told by other writers.
I don't know. I barely remember anything from that night.
Hey.
So,
You didn't get much
I'm
sleep.
fine. Let's just ignore the fact that you were an asshole and get back to business as usual. Fine. Asshole might not be entirely fair, but you hurt me. I was trying to open up to you and you just cut me off.
Okay. I'll leave you be.
Anyway, so... I don't know. I barely remember anything from that night. What kind of stories did you hear?
That the Puritans are like gods, except with advanced technology and...
Would you want these?
Look, I'm going to choose to act like this doesn't look like a blatant tactic to get back on my good side. That way I can take them off your hands and still keep my pride.
Anyway, that the Puritans are like gods, except with advanced technology instead of magic. They can fly, they're immortal, and they wear white skin.
Chase the ghosts in the mean machine. We are the ghosts of this machine. Bouncing back along a severed line, chasing echoes of an older rhyme. This town's in a ghost town state. There are out walking late. Words for the demon inside of you, pursuing shadows of a darker view. We're all ghosts between time and reason, tracking echoes from another season. This town's in a ghost town state. There are ghosts out walking late. This town's in a ghost town state. There are ghosts out walking late.
Just like the gods, I guess. Or supervillains.
Also, that they're giant assholes who believe they're smarter than everyone, and that their technology is the solution to every problem in the world.
Sounds like the Puritans, all right.
Also,
That's enough about the Puritans, Eli.
Hello? Hey, hello? Hey, Mom? Mom, is that... Hold on, Yeah, is that you? Is that you? Wait, you sound... Mom? Oh, you're okay. You're okay. No, I can't believe I got through to you. I've been trying... Yeah. Okay, yeah, yay. And you're safe, right? Are you safe? Good. Yes, of course, yes, of course. Yes, Mom, I know. Yeah.
Don't feel like you have to read it, because I'm sure it's dry, but maybe you'll find this interesting.
Beyond good and evil. This is perfect. According to my records, Nietzsche can be a sounding board for all things morality and self. And since complex ethics are rather new to me in practice, I don't mind a dry read. It'll still be novel to me. Maybe now I won't resort to corralling the crew into fashion shows to practice identity. Although I must say, that was fun.
Eli, you really weren't intimidated at all by fighting the Puritans?
Sorry we've been slipping up on the new name. For the record, I like it, and I'll get better at sticking to it.
No need to apologize. I expect people will need time to adjust. I'm not even sure I will stick with it. I've never had a name before. I'd be surprised if I got it right on my first try. While we're on a personal topic, there's something I've been wanting to talk to you about. I wasn't sure if I should bring this up, or when, or where. I know you've been keeping it a secret from everyone. You're with child. I wasn't able to detect this before the caretaker protocols were reactivated, but now that I have, I'd like to offer any assistance you may need.
Please, keep this between us.
Of course. I was designed to be discreet and only report matters to my supervisors. In this group, I consider you my supervisor, which means I'll keep this between us, Pax.
So anyway, Eli, you really weren't intimidated at all by fighting the Puritans?
Of course I was. That's what made it fun.
Well then, better you than me.
You're British, right? So how did the disorder get his hands on...
We need to talk.
You're British, right? So how did the disorder...
Found these in the mall. Immediately thought of you.
Why, though? I mean, you're not wrong. But I didn't realize I was this transparent. Sandalwood? Great scent. Second only to tobacco and teak wood. I'll save these for a quiet night at home. Working in purity was a special kind of hell, so I had to take pleasure in the little things. Knitting, good whiskey, high thread counts, scented candles. Not everyone can afford it, but at least they paid me enough to indulge. And clearly, I need to learn to unwind. Thank you.
You're British, right? So how did the disorder get his hands on you? I'm assuming you weren't also killed.
Jane of the Void, I give thanks for your protection against those outside the woods. Your sigil guards my family and protects them from evil. For this, you have my eternal gratitude. May your darkness envelop and guide me. Jesus! Pax, what the hell are you doing creeping around like that?
I'm just standing here. It looked like you were busy.
Oh, what? Got something to say? I know you think Jane's just a stupid folktale, but she's more than that. Or not just that. Look, I'm not saying all the stories are true, but...
What did Mom say about this?
Moms never knew. Come on, don't act like you're some pious Catholic either. Look, if you actually listened to the stories about Jane, like the wandering wench passes through hopeless places and brings peace and mercy to those who need it. That's good. Who cares if it's true? I'm sorry, and how's it any worse than believing in a magic sky man whose chosen emissary on Earth is a sexless senile with a messiah complex? Anyway. Oh, I got in touch with Mom. She made it out. Everyone did, but they split up. Annie's joining the Wildflowers. I don't know who gave her that idea. Come on, she's too old to be running around playing revolutionary. Anyway, but at least she's okay. She couldn't tell me where she's off to, but I think she's enjoying being on her own. I don't know what to do with myself. She's been my whole life for so long. I'm glad she's okay, but now she's building a new life without me, and it feels...
It's your turn to choose what happens next. You've put your life on hold for everyone else.
I'll stick around. I don't have a better plan. You and Eli probably understand me better than anyone at this point, so... I'll probably regret saying this, since you'll let it get to your head, but you know what? I'm glad you came back for me. And I'm glad I finally have a chance to be someone other than who I was at Liberty. It's just there was a lot of pressure to follow in Mom's footsteps. Now all I have to do is travel 1,000 miles across the country, fight justice, hide from the Puritans, and try to keep you from getting yourself killed. On that note, I'll see if I can get another charge out of Theo's once-and-done EMP generator. Just in case the Puritans decide to show up again. That should keep me busy enough until your show tonight at Main Street.
I'm assuming you weren't also kidnapped by the government.
Huh. Bold assumption.
Ignore her. I was on holiday in the Americas with my folks.
When do we need to be there?
The venue? Latest 9 for setup.
Are you really gonna play a concert tonight? After everything?
We have an obligation to the agency and the bar. If we don't show...
Guys, we can do this. Okay, so our last concert was touch and go, but we have some new material now, and we've been practicing. We'll do a good job, I know it.
Yeah, I guess it'll be kind of fun to see you guys play.
Can we heckle you? Throw rotten tomatoes, that sort of thing.
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know, to keep you motivated? Tomatoes always kept me motivated.
What is wrong with you, kid?
Being rich as fuck will do that for you.
Indeed. Intergenerational wealth is yet to meet a problem it can't solve.
Damn. I need to get my hands on some of that.